Yeah, hello everybody. This is Henry with the CannaBiz Dispatch, as well as the head of CBD Business Networking Facebook group. And today I'm here with Laurice Webb. So Laurice, it's great to have you. So tell us
Great
a
to be
little
here,
bit
man.
about you and your business.
So, my name is Laurice Webb, and I work with a company that's not a CBD company, but we're actually into nutraceuticals. But we infused our nutraceuticals with CBD. The company originally was formed because the owner had multiple hospice clinics, and so with the hospice clinics, they was trying to do some things with all natural type of supplements due to trying to get away from the opioids. When you're dealing with um, that time, that special limited time with your family member, you don't want them to be in a state of really, they're comfortable, but they're really not active at all. They kind of drugged up a little bit. So the company put these compounds together, just all natural scientific remedies from just ancient times, really. Put them together, and then they put a product line, behind them, because patients that were on hospice actually start coming off of hospice, going back to their homes, and it started happening like more fluently. And they said, you know what, I think we have something here. And around that time, CBD had just launched, where it was legal or whatnot. And so, boom, that's how the company came together.
Oh, wow. That's incredible, though. To get them off hospice.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, that wasn't even they were trying to just have some things to have them in a place, like I said, of just peace as they transition. But then they started transitioning to back to their homes. So that was awesome.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, what was it
Yeah.
that got you into like the medicine field or just to be around something that can help people like that?
Well, it was actually my mom. Yeah, my mom has fibromyalgia, and so she's in chronic pain. So when I went to Jacksonville State University, and when I went to college, that's when it kind of hit her very hard, and just trying to figure out what it was, things like that. And so I went to school for marketing, and I said I would never do anything dealing with like any type of like potions or lotions or miracle this or that. But I moved as I got into some um, it's something called PGX testing, pharmacogenomic testing, how medicine metabolizes in your liver, and found out about this company afterwards, and was like, oh, this is perfect because this can prevent ADRs to fight against the opioid epidemic. And honestly, I was thinking about my mom, like, hey, I think I found something for her.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
right, right,
No, I think yes, cannabis is the magic plant. Like 120 cannabinoids, and not all of them are discovered yet.
right,
Yeah.
right. And a lot of times, my biggest thing is, and I look with the interview, I want to like let you, lead and guide this thing, so I want to put too much out there, but I really just educate people about their endocannabinoid system.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. And what was it like? If you had to start over, like within this field again, and do things differently from day one, what did you say it would be?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's funny. Um, CBD is one thing, but I'm really looking at all functional type of medicines. Like I'm partnered with another company as relates to dealing with nootropics. You ever heard of nootropics?
Oh no, I'm not familiar with it. Oh, it's definitely
Yeah,
explain that to the audience what that is.
yeah. Well, nootropics is basically any type of all natural product that helps with like stimulating your mind, your mood, focus, things like that. And so I have a page on Facebook called Your Wealth is Your Health, right? And so there it's not just about the CBD, it's about multiple companies and products that make sense to help people have an overall wellness. That's what I'm about. But as it related to CBD, I try to find things that's in a niche of their own that's like very innovative. And so with this company, man, I have to say quality and all in knowledge, because we have a medical director that's always informing us. That's how come I have so much information at my disposal. Um, it's just a blessing to help people, man. That's my real passion, to help people.
Oh yeah, of course. And like you're doing that too with these great products too, getting people off hospice.
Right, right. We actually had a lady. She took one of the products because it was helping with pain, and she seen how it was helping a child that had autism. One of our products called Theramilk. It was helping the child who had autism behavior, and so much so that she said, I think I'll take it because I have some type of herniated disc or something from a car accident. She's blind now. Her name is Kim Law. And so she was blind at the time. She's taking the Theramilk, taking the Theramilk, taking the Theramilk. And she started noticing her eye was hurting here. Now, prior to that, the reason she was blind because she took Topamax, and she had an adverse reaction to the medication. It did something to her retina, her pupil, and it caused her to be blind, right? And so she was taking the Theramilk for her back, but the Theramilk has, obviously CBD in it as well as some more all natural supplements. And lo and behold, God allowed her to regain her vision because the inflammation that was in her eye, the ingredients that was in the Theramilk along with the CBD, it allowed that inflammation to digress, and she's able to see again. And like I've been met her. She can see, she can drive. She was blind for 18 years.
Oh wow. She got her vision back?
Right. And this is the thing. We're not saying what it's going to do for you because, as you know, and I know you know this, Henry, you interview too many people not to, start, gathering this information if you already didn't have any, right? The endocannabinoid system is so monumental. Once you start introducing the cannabinoids into your system, now keep in mind, a lot of people say, hey, cannabinoids, why do I have to bring them in? Well, your body naturally creates them, right? But you need to have the right nutrients to get that to go in the way it went kind of when we were younger. So now you're just reintroducing those back in and getting that endocannabinoid system churned and primed and ready to do what God set it up to do anyway, which is to heal your body, man.
Oh, it's true. Even too, like cannabinoids too have your thinking more clearly. You've got more clarity too. You don't have those mind fogs. Like I've been like taking like the oils myself, and I feel like my thinking's much clearer. It's like I have a better vision where I want to be and like where to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And people just don't know. Like when I say endocannabinoid, people say, what language are you talking about? Or they just start laughing at me, right? And I'm like, no, it's something that's in you. I said, I don't know why. I took honors, classes, anatomy, all this. I don't know why they didn't tell us about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. It's been there the whole time.
Oh, I mean, there's like a whole bunch of reasons why they didn't tell us though. I mean, political though, but won't get into that.
Right.
Yeah, I know too. Like, cause you've explained to your all the different products. So, like, if you were going up against like three competitors, why would you say why should somebody try you guys first?
You know what? That's a great question. And I was prepared for it, right? So in most cases, we're talking about CBD. We're talking about some type of topical rub, or we're talking about the tincture up under the tongue, right? But with us, we deal in pharmaceutical grade nutraceuticals, right? People say, well, all these big words. All we're saying is that our products have been third party lab tested. Everything that we say is in the products is there. We have COAs on everything, right? So this is why I was able to, God allowed me to be able to sign up a pharmacy that has 5 chains. I can go into, it was a vape shop. They had CBD. They wanted it on the level of helping people with their energy because we have products to help with energy, mental focus, and we have some special products. One that I'm about to show you that's dealing with things that we already see but we don't know more about, which is, let's just say, for example, kinesiology tape.
Whoa.
But we have kinesiology tape, if you can see this well. It's called Power Ease, and it's infused with 80 milligrams of nanoparticulate CBD.
Whoa.
So do you know what nanoparticulate is, Henry?
No, that sounds a little too technical for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we have products that in nanotechnology. It goes direct, it penetrates, it's broken down to little increments, right? But it penetrates through the skin directly, goes into your bloodstream. So, for example, imagine a bowl of marbles and dumping sand into the bowl of marbles. The way the sand would go in between all of those crevices of those marbles is exactly how this CBD goes directly into the skin, through the skin, and directly into the bloodstream. Now, 80 milligrams is comparable to 800 milligrams then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're the only company that has this kinesiology tape infused with 80 milligrams of CBD, and it also has 4% lidocaine. So, in case somebody needs some instant gratification, athletes to kind of numb that area, then you got that 800 milligrams of CBD going into your skin, and man, it's been working wonders for multiple people. My mom, we're dealing with fibromyalgia. One of my other business partners' daughter plays for Park Atlanta. She was having some problems with her Achilles, and man, she put this on. She was like, "We got to get more of this stuff." It's crazy. So you can't buy this on Amazon. Okay, you can't find this anywhere.
Uh-huh.
We are the only company that has this, and so yeah. So Henry, you got a few things to say. Talk to me.
I was just saying, I feel like that's a good, I think you just sold your product to pro athletes right there. I'm sure they would like to try that.
No THC, no THC, right? So you don't have to worry about anything.
Oh yeah, that's I think that product's perfect for any athlete at a high level.
Remember, no 0.2 or nothing. My wife just brought me back my earpiece. I've been looking for this earpiece forever. This wow. I told you the twins, they didn't took the earpiece. And had it on the floor, man. Thank you, man. But anyway, and then this is the thing. Anybody that's watching this, I have the comfort of working from home. And we're looking for distributors, people that really want something they can stand behind, right? We know CBD is the wild, wild west. So we just come to make it simple for you. Listen, we have products that make sense, products that's helping people, some products that's allowing their body to get back in the place of homeostasis, which is just balance, right, you guys? And that's what we have a medical director and a team of people that will sharpen your skill, your mindset, your education on on the endocannabinoid system, and then why the products work. Because I know, and you know, Henry, that people try to sell you things, but they're not really telling you why. Like, why do I really need this besides to make you lose weight? What is it doing to make me lose weight? Could you help me with that? You know what I mean?
Yep. I got you. It's a case some listeners are just tuning in to your products are all natural, correct?
All natural, third party lab tested. Unconditional 30-day money back guarantee if it doesn't work for you, because we know all body types are not the same. If somebody tell you it works for everybody, they're lying to you. Turn the TV off, exit out the app, whatever you're looking at. We know it's a chance that it might not work for your body, but what we're saying is for the most part, we're having some amazing results. And if you're you're not the norm in that case, guess what? It's fine. We'll give you your money back.
Oh, got you. What's the number one way you're getting new customers as well too?
A lot of word of mouth, but at the same time, so one of the things about the company that I'm dealing with is that I'm all about, if I'm doing anything on a direct sales or a possible network marketing type of feel, right? I need to know the product speaks for itself. I need to be able to receive compensation where it's not dependent or contingent on how big I build a team. But it's awesome if the compensation is great for building a team. Because we all know, well, I'm not going to say we all know here. I was taught and I had to learn, because I'm more of a go-getter, I do it myself person. that the way to build wealth is to leverage. And if you have more people, that's how you really leverage.
No, I think that's true right there though, because it's much harder to grow when you're doing everything yourself. You get to that place much faster if you have a good team of people.
Right. It's just like the picture that you have behind you. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? People that are stars, Michael Jordan, all of these people that we know are just like key figures were nothing if they didn't have the right team around them. Henry, you know that.
No, yeah, because they're saying, oh, Michael Jordan won it alone. No, he did. He needed Pippen, Rodman, and Ron Harper, and all these other players to get there.
That's right.
And Phil Jackson too. He needed a good coach.
That's right. Michael Jordan said that he said he told them they could not let go of Phil Jackson.
Oh yeah, I
You
think
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah, don't do that. You know, so I have a lot of, and I'm glad we went that way. I have a lot of good coaches. You know, Henry, I have success coaches, man. To be honest with you, one of my main coaches, his name is Coach David Smile. Right, Coach Smile. At the age of 25, he's roughly now. If you talk to him ever, he'll say he's roughly about 57. But he's roughly like, close to his 80s, right? But you couldn't tell looking at him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna explain why in a minute. You know, he was getting driven around in a Rolls Royce back in the 60s. African American guy from Jamaica when he was 25. Yeah.
Wait, what?
At 25.
Uh-huh.
And he's one of the head people in the company that I talk to on a daily basis. So when I tell you that we have a team of people that's dedicated, down to earth, in this case, to be honest with you, the God-fearing people, everything is on. I mean, what more could you ask, man? We talking about integrity. We talking about good products. We talking about awesome compensation. And I'm not even talking about trying to get people in a business. I'm just saying this is the company as a whole we're dealing with. And I mean, perfect situation.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I know we were going into a lot about teams and like marketing as well too. So what role has the internet played with the business?
It's funny that you asked me that, right? It's played a monumental role. I do so much social media marketing. I know how to build, well, I know how to find, I have softwares that help me create landing pages, things like that. So the internet has played a monumental role. And, and I want to thank you for, the opportunity to, with this interview as well, because this is going to be big. When I signed up the pharmacy, it was very big. I'm looking to build a team. You know why? Because when you go and sign a pharmacy up, Henry, let's be clear, okay? It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to hold yourself in such a way. And we're talking about pharmacy, school. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Another level. And when they said, "Hey, this makes sense," I know that it can make sense for just the common consumer. And so the reason why I want to train people is because I'm dealing with these people. I can show you how to deal with them, but I can easily tell you how to talk to your friend or family member that might not be interested, but they know someone who is dealing with pain, is dealing with any of these different things. I believe if people take multivitamins, they should be taking something to get their endocannabinoid system working the way it should.
Ah, gotcha. So I was saying, and another thing too, like 6 months to a year from now, where would you like the business to be?
6 months. So I'm projecting 6 months to a year from now. I'm expecting the business to be. Hmm, I'm expecting to be roughly, or I pass at least the 20,000 a month marker easily. The projection I think on that was roughly about 4 months. But my thing is I want to grow my team. If we take it away from money, because if I grow my team, then the money even be even better, right?
Oh,
So I think it was Zig Ziglar. Somebody said basically, but he took it kind of coined it from the Bible, right? If you can be a servant to many, then you'll be taken care of. So I want to help as many people as possible see what this company is allowing us to do. The company is allowing us to simply tell people about something that can change their life. We're talking about a lady who was blind, wasn't able to be in her kid's life as far as being able to see and share those moments. And literally a month or two ago, was able to see her grandchild being born. Now, Henry, you tell me, isn't that a dramatic change?
Oh yeah, it's like a complete 180.
And
Textbook
to
definition.
say, right, and to say that a product had something to do with it, not the product did it, right? The product had something to do with it. When you say that says a lot about that product.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, that's all good stuff too. Like I'm sure you guys have a lot of like success stories you can talk about too with the products too. That's all great.
Yes, yes. I mean, I know CBD as a whole is awesome, but what we're doing with it and how we're doing it and the quality and capacity of how we're being trained by our medical directors and things like that, it's just next level. I know a lot of companies. It was a company that I was involved with before that company, just to say, hey, I was dealing with CBD, but I wasn't knowledgeable. They just gave me a lot of marketing tools, and I forgot to tell you this too: the website and the training and all of that stuff is no cost. To be a part of what we have is no cost. Now, we do want you to get in and be a product of the product so that you can be more confident, but it's no cost. Listen, Henry, I couldn't find maybe a couple years back a company that I didn't have to pay a monthly something for. Then they said it was for the internet. I mean, not the internet, I'm sorry, for the website on the internet. You couldn't find anything like this. This company is even paying free. They're paying you 2% of global sales, and yes, we're in 8 countries. They're paying 2% for every free sample that we send to people.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear what I said?
Wait, 2% of global sales?
For every sample
Yeah.
that the person pays $6.99, $7 for shipping. And at the end of the month, even if the person, even if, like, say, for example, let's just use you for example, Henry. You say, look, Laurice, I'm going to get in because it sounds pretty sweet, right? I'm just going to put a link up under this video that we have and tell them to just get a free sample. And you telling me the company is going to pay me. And I'm saying, yes, for every sample, they're going to pay you. You didn't pay anything. You can get started right away and just put the link out and get people to get free samples. And the company is going to pay you because they know that they're most likely from those samples, it's going to work or it's not going to work. And then you start getting paid on a residual level. I mean, I've never seen a company do that, period.
Oh shoot. Damn.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. On like another note too, how do you see CBD playing within the pharmaceutical industry as well? Like you see other pharmaceutical companies trying to adopt CBD companies.
So this is the thing. If you notice the price of CBD, like when I went into the pharmacy, this was my thing, right? CBD is roughly 70 to 90 bucks. Some is 100, right? And you don't even know the quality really. As well as the pharmacies that I went into actually had the CBD that had 0.3% THC in it still. So when I talked to them and told them we had zero THC in it, and the price that they can get it at through us was ridiculous, and it was going to still be affordable for their customers, they jumped on it. Now, the projections on CBD itself, that industry, excuse me, we know that it's a billion-dollar industry, and I believe it's going to go to the trillions quite fast. Now, I know for a fact that cannabis is about to become legal in a lot more states, but this is the thing, Henry. Just because it's legal, everybody does not want to feel high. So, our company has a place where, like I said, you're not going to find this kinesiology tape anywhere. We're taking it to the next level. You see what I'm saying? We have
Yep.
these patches that has, they're about this big. And one has 4% lidocaine plus 20 milligrams of CBD, and the other one just has 20 milligrams of CBD. You can put these patches in. We can put at least 3 on at one time, depending on the level of medication that you already were on, right? Because all that plays a role. Weight, all of that plays a role before you just try to count something out. But I just believe that I believe we're just in that right niche to make a lot of money. Because if as I get more pharmacies in, now everybody's not like me. And you can be successful with this company without going into pharmacies. You can just tell people about it, your churches and organizations, and make a lot of money. But the pharmacies themselves, when I seen that these pharmacies had such low grade CBD products, it showed me what a demand was.
Oh, wow. So yeah, for those who are like interested in becoming distributors, like who would your ideal like clients be? Would it be like other warehouses, wholesalers, pharmacies? Who would you say?
So right now, what I'm looking for, anytime I see anybody in scrubs, I ask them, "What do you do?" Because I think we're looking for you, right? So this is something as well. Like I said, I don't know who's watching this who might say, I want to sign up and get started with this. I'm giving you the nuggets now. If you see anybody with scrubs, you just do what I'm doing. Success leaves clues, right? Right. So hey,
Oh yeah.
what do you do? What do you do? I take care of elderly people. Oh, I'm a nurse. Oh, I'm a doctor. I get a couple of doctors every now and again. And then I say, listen, what do you think about CBD? And I just listen. And once they tell me, I say, well, yeah, the THC is the drawback. But if you have a moment, and I have your contact information, I got something I think you might want to look at to help a lot of people, patients, family, or even yourself. You deal with any type of pain? Yeah. Do you know anything about the endocannabinoid system? Really? No, not really. Okay, cool. Let me shoot you some information. And from the information, they make the decision. So I look primarily, like the star, the X on the back, is anybody that's in that medical field look like they're in the medical field. Because
Oh,
they kind of already know and they're already primed for someone to ask them a question anyway, just like I did, because of what they have on.
oh yeah. The other thing too with like this medical school, they're not really taught about CBD and the benefits of that too. They teach it a different way. But I think
Right,
now it's like now they're starting to get a little now they're starting to warm up to CBD products a little bit more.
right. Oh yeah, this nurse. When I talked to this nurse at the grocery store, and the grocery store, and Walmart, things like that, my best friend. I'm just prospecting. It's easy, but not in a way that's weird. In a way that makes sense. You just general conversation. And with, like I said, I had these twins. They're 10 months. So everybody love to say, "Oh, the baby's so cute," blah blah blah. So if they come up and one of them look like they're in the medical field, I'm like, "Yep, go and talk to them, babies, because I'm gonna talk to them in a second."
Yeah. I'm sure the twins have improved the close rate as well too.
Right, right.
It's always a conversation starter.
That's it. That's it. And that's all you really need. And like I said, a lot of people think of this thing too hard. It's so simple. We already recommend things anyway, and we don't get paid for it. So if you just find the right things to recommend, because Henry, let me tell you the secret if you didn't already know it. I don't know if the listeners are going to get this or not, but a lot of the big box companies are getting away from so many commercials because there's so much streaming going on. Even in YouTube, they have all the ads now. But my point is that they rather pay a person than pay for all of the advertising. Some people think the network marketing thing is weird, but the whole paradigm is about to shift because they're saying the effective way has always been direct. I'm telling you.
Now I think that makes sense too. Like it's because yeah, I guess because you have like foot soldiers too with direct marketing, or well, I forgot the name of this energy company. They were saying like they give you a BMW if you reach a certain quota. I forgot the name of it, but that was an example of like a network marketing. And remember, they were doing well. I don't know what happened to them.
Mhm. Was it ACN?
No, I forgot. I'm blanking out on the name. I remember it was like 2013. It was big. It was like popular.
Yeah, because I'm saying I was in a company called ACN, and that's what changed my life. I was in a company called ACN, and I was service driven. It made sense to me. Everybody knows AT&T, um, ADT, Vivid Home Security, Comcast, Charter. Everybody knew Sprint, right? Everybody knows um, all of these different companies. So it made sense to, hey, if to get somebody to switch and get their service up under you, and then you start making percentages off of it. But the model was more based on, and that's when I hated finding so many people to even make a good percentage. And so I didn't like that. I wanted to have it to whereas I can make my own money, but it's awesome that I can make money bringing people in that had the same like mindset. But I didn't want it to be contingent on that. And so that's when I was in college. My mind switched, and I started looking into being more independent and finding companies that first off would pay me good, and secondly would pay me if I found people like myself that I can easily say, "Hey, man, I'm finding something I'm winning with, and most definitely could help you." And so that's what I've been able to mesh. So even with my my page, your wealth is your health, each company that's on there, if you read like the details, each company is awesome in their own way, and they have referral programs and they pay you. I'm just saying, it makes sense. I'm not in the coffee business I'm sorry, I don't have stock in coffee, but it's like I have stock in coffee. I don't have stock in CBD, but it's like I have stock in CBD. You see, I don't have stock in all the supplements and individual supplements in the world, but it's like I do. Why? Because the companies I'm involved with have all of that, but I'm partnered with them.
Hmm.
You
I got
know,
you.
so that's the thing, man. It's about making sense out of what you're doing, and health and wellness, especially with what's going on with this pandemic. Some call it a pandemic, all type of stuff like that. Well, health is to the forefront.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
a major time right now.
Oh yeah. It definitely is. I mean, like we spoke about too, how even the cannabis plant, they haven't discovered all of its good uses yet. I think it's the greatest hemp's the greatest plant to exist.
You know what? I do too. When I was in college, you know what I'm saying? You know, already college life, you smoking, marijuana recreationally, right? But even with that, I had a guy, he was a little older than all of us, but he was fit, and he stopped smoking marijuana. And then he told us he stopped, and he went to the doctor. Come to find out, they said he had high blood pressure and all that. He said, I never had any of this when I was smoking marijuana. I never had any of this, any problems. And I was like, and so in college, you research and do a lot then. So I was like, well, it's because of this is what's in marijuana, this is what it does, this is this and this is that. So when people start talking about medical marijuana start becoming more prevalent, I was like, yeah. I mean, obviously in college, it's just part of you chilling recreational smoking it, but it's most definitely got an even more impactful medicinal use. But then this is the thing, everybody doesn't want to be feeling high to get the
Oh
medicinal
no. Yeah.
use. So that's how come the CBD is so big. That's all. And
Yeah.
even with I have partnered with another guy, and he has a crazy business dealing with broad spectrum. See, the one company I'm telling you about deals with broad doesn't deal with anything broad spectrum because it's still going to be some THC in it. But he's got it down to 0.2%, and he's dealing with individual strands of the broad spectrum and having major success. And so I'm excited about the partnership that I just made with him because we're talking about two different things, but the top of the line with both. Because some people might say, no, I want broad spectrum. I want the whole flower. That's fine. When the other one, I might say, no, I can't do that. And no, because this is what they thrive on here. Now I say, okay, cool. I got something that's high grade, awesome, that'll work for you, specifically for you, where you have more control. Because people just taking something that's general. We want to take things that's specific.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's gonna be too. Like you'll go to a pharmacy, they'll have the glasses of cannabis. So like, hey, what are you feeling? What are your symptoms? And what they're gonna ask you all those questions. I think we
Yeah,
in California, and then They're like, oh, here's the right one for you.
Right.
Here's the right
That's
strain.
exactly right.
Even
That's exactly right. And that's what he's talking about. And I'm gonna talk to him about you and see if maybe we can get him on, my partner, because he's talking about terpenes. And do you know about terpenes and
oh,
things
yeah, I'm
like that?
familiar with them. But
See,
for
so
any users who do not know, definitely, yeah, let's go ahead and explain it.
no, well, listen, he educated me about terpenes. I'm always a student, and that's what problem a lot of people problem is. They think they know everything, right? Always be a student is what I was taught. And so he was telling me, listen, if you say anything about anything, just mention terpenes because we are taking it to the next level with those. So see, with me already mentioning that, it has you like, wow, this guy must know what he's talking about. I'm like, yes, he does. I only deal with knowledgeable um, um, facts oriented type of businesses, period. It's not what you thought. Everything is precise, and it makes it easy for me to not know everything, but know that I can direct them exactly where they need to go, so that they can understand what it is. It's going to be affecting them.
Ah, wow. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I know. I said going back to like you mentioned how you look for people in the medical field to get your products too. Have you thought about like physical therapists as well too, and anybody in like any personal trainers as well, gyms?
Yes, chiropractors, all of that. I mean, this is the thing. Functional medicine is what the medical director that we have on our board talks about. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
functional medicine, and it's natural. It's we're only just giving our body. A lot of people don't understand that diseases or diseases, right? They are from nutrition deficit,
Mm-hmm.
malnutrition. So, and it's hard for us to get the nutrition. I was just talking to one of my other business partners, Miss Lang, about this. It's not so easily found in our foods that we were consuming at one point in time, like our moms and dad, grandparents. It's not easily found anymore due to preservatives as well as different additives, artificial things, and we're bringing those foreign type of things into our body, right? And so we bring it into our body. Now we're in a position where our body's having a hard time even getting some of this stuff out, you know? And we know we need these different nutrients, and we're eating this apple, like I said, apple a day, we're eating bananas, we're eating avocados, guacamole, but we're not even getting the nutrients that we're supposed to have. We don't even have a way to even measure if all those nutrients are even there. So people need to automatically know we have to start implementing a supplement into our diet so we know for a fact we are consuming XYZ amounts daily, monthly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know too. In other countries too, they're more strict on like the whole preservatives. In Europe,
That's
like
right.
the food tastes
That's
much
right.
different there.
Right. That's why I think I'm not sure what the company was. One of the guys was trying to get me involved with it, Canada or something. I don't know, something. And he said, listen, if you get any type of or they're having getting any plants from America, then they're already contaminated because of the soil. We're getting ours all the way from this other place. But my thing is this, yeah and no, because like for example, with both of my partners, they're growing their stuff in greenhouses, not in the soil, in things that's controlled. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that's my point. We have to, if we eventually get back to growing plants and our own vegetables and things like that in a controlled soil and whatnot, not the soil that we have here, just I mean some like then we might can really see some different things just by eating and consuming regular food like back in the day. But that's just not going on right now. So that's why the other company that I was telling you about that has all the supplements and the ashwagandha, you can just get ashwagandha in the bag. You can get all these things that might be all compounded into the nutraceuticals. You can get them separately. But let me tell you about that. Some is good because you can throw it in a smoothie or whatever and make sure you're cooking with it, do this, that, and the other. You never really know the amount your body needs. So that's how come I say when you have a pill that has everything in there at that right formulation, they had all that in mind. So you can really say this combination is working well. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I've
because I
actually
was
taken.
cheap.
Oh yeah.
I was like, look, I'll buy this one, that one, and this one, put it in my meals. There you go. Well, it doesn't work like that. Turmeric doesn't even absorb in your body if it doesn't have piperine, some type of pepper or something like that to offset it to make the absorption. Like we don't know all those things, you know. So what were you about to say?
Oh, I think yeah. I was saying ashwagandha. Like I take that in pill form. I like that's a good supplement though. And
Well, I'm
even
gonna tell you this much
yeah.
now. You and you give me your address, I'll send you some samples, no problem. I'm talking about actually mail you some ashwagandha. We have a supplement called Vitality. The Vitality has the ashwagandha in it as well as some more things. It helps with mental focus. Now that's the one that has the lowest amount of CBD in it. It has like 5%. Because all the other things, and let me tell you, the men love it, but the women are going crazy about this stuff. They're saying they're getting so much mental focus, it's crazy. But one thing I want to throw in there real quick while we're talking, what do you know about probiotics?
Oh, they're
And like
helping
I
the
said, I'm sorry
gut
if you
health.
hear my little baby and he's in there getting the bath, he's mad. But
Probiotics supposed to help with like digestion and your gut health.
what do you know about gut health?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Like, hmm. I think with what about with gut health? So yeah, I think sometimes yeah, your body doesn't always break down the foods that it has to. Like sometimes like your body don't break down all the toxins.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If our body is not breaking down the stuff the right way, let me tell you, that's the reason why. Guess what? The tinctures with the CBD up under the tongue, people say it might not work for them, right? Some stuff's just not working for them. Well, ma'am or sir, have you considered your gut health? Do you know if you might have leaky gut? Do you understand that most diseases start here in your gut? Did you know that?
Oh
See
yeah.
what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm saying like we could take, but this gut is messed up. It can't produce and do what it's supposed to do with this awesome stuff, ashwagandha, turmeric, all this awesome stuff we put in our body, but the gut can't do anything with it because it's messed up.
Yeah, turmeric's a super. That's a super food. That's like the truest definition.
Man, listen to me. With the things that I have, it'll blow your mind. We have a coffee that's dealing with the nootropics, and it has a pill that goes with it that has turmeric and something called xanthiamol in it. And see, what people don't understand about turmeric, it's not easily absorbed at all. You have to do it the right way with, like I said, with pepper or some
Mhm.
type of piperine to absorb it. But excuse me, turmeric has to be in your system all the time for you to get the results from the turmeric all the time. And that's why I'm saying like the company that we're talking about dealing with the CBD, we have a probiotic. The probiotic comes with a prebiotic. The prebiotic sets the mood. Let's just say, like in a romance way, the prebiotic sets the mood for the probiotic to come on in and do what it's supposed to do, right? And then it also has 25 milligrams
Oh
of
yeah.
CBD in it, Henry. So the CBD is going to help with inflammation and anything like that. And we recommend if, and this is just a nugget for anybody dealing with CBD. You want to, and most time the tinctures that has some type of carrier oil. You always want that CBD. You want to take it with some type of oil, some type of fat, okay? Because that way it can make it and go further in through the system because the stomach has some acids that can kill it. I mean, those acids are churning and breaking down things. That's what our stomach does. And so you want to make sure you deal with a probiotic. So I tell people all the time, if you say, hey, Laurice, you said, what was the top product? This is a key product. This is crazy. This kinesiology tape with the 80 milligrams, which is comparable to 800 milligrams, and the probiotic. Why do I say something about the probiotic? Well, because the probiotic has 3 in 1. I mean, 1, 2, 3 punch. It has the CBD, what we're talking about. It has the prebiotic, which is basically good bacteria, so the probiotic can eat it.
Hmm.
The probiotic itself is very, very strong as it relates to the bacteria that they've cultured bacteria they've put in it to get your stomach and everything churning the right way. A lot of times people was taking probiotics and the probiotics was eating away at their stomach lining. That's what people don't know. So you have to be very careful about taking a probiotic. Everything that we think we know to help is still a little bit more that we need to know in order for it to help. And that's what I'm trying to inform people about. But with ours, that's how come we had the prebiotic. So that probiotic is going to attack that prebiotic. It's going to set that tone in that stomach, right? So it can attack and that probiotic can do everything that it needs to do. Also, the probiotic needs to be taken on an empty stomach, right? So it can really work and nothing works against it, right? And the whole reason why I'm talking about the probiotic, because I'm talking about the CBD product we have, the nutraceutical we have, is because now you got your gut health intact, which is humongous. And then you have your endocannabinoid system steadily intact, which is humongous. Two of the biggest systems, because the endocannabinoid system, if people did not know, has receptors all over the body, period. It's anti-cancer, anti-this, anti-that. I mean, you look it up. All you have to do is Google it. I go on Google and just type in the most basic things to look up. I screenshot it and I post it so people can see. It's not hard to find this information. I'm not sweating trying to find this. It's there. So you got all three of those things in one. And I want to say the probiotic might be right at about between 80, 90 bucks. But you got everything that you need. CBD, your gut is intact. I mean, I just don't know what else to say. But so those are my two. The biggest products we have is the probiotic and this kinesiology tape.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good for the listeners to know. Yeah, I was gonna say too, like the hemp industry too. We're gonna see a rise in all these really niche specific professions too. Like I know, like this is a little further deviating from the subject, but like hemp construction. I interviewed Adelina Sanchez, who is a CBD massage therapist. You're gonna have fields like that, which is crazy.
With with the massage therapist, it's funny. I'll tell you, Henry, listen, I'm gonna go get her. So I went to the massage parlors, right? I said, listen, show me what you're using. He showed me this big thing of oil. It's very expensive. I said, listen, you slap this patch on them. They take that TheraMilk, put it up under their tongue, and then you just do your regular massage. And then you ask them, was it different from when they normally come? Amazing. Oils, one thing about oils, right? And bald head, stuff like that, right? I like baby oil, but it just get everywhere. I don't care how safe, I don't care how controlled I try to do it. It still gets like on my dress shirt or something, somewhere. So people are tired of using those oils anyway, especially if you're gonna do it topically. So this patch is also for that. Some people can't stand the taste of it, put it up under their tongue. So once again, that patch does it. So depending on how much, and remember, and like I said, we have videos. The medical director is telling us, look, you're only getting 6 to 12% of the milligrams from the CBD that you're taking orally because of, because of your stomach and the acids. So we talk about massage parlors and all those places like that. They love it because that little patch is, you just put that thing on and you just tell them that you want to leave it on for 24 hours and you can take it off. Boom, you're done. That 20 milligrams is comparable of 200 milligrams.
Oh wow!
Because it's going directly into your bloodstream.
Another thing I think about too, they'll have like CBD nail and hair products as well too.
Right. Now, it is now one of the companies that I was with prior. Like I said, man, they just went CBD crazy. Stuff for the pets. Everything, right? And I believe all that's fine, well, and good. But if you have something that's working internally, then you don't need all that because you're still getting the same thing. You just get it in a more controlled way. You know what I mean? Like, now, if you're just somebody that say, look, I'm just a hemp person. If anything hemp I can get, then I understand that too, because they do have some hemp shampoos and all type of things, bath bombs, And I'm saying, yeah, if that's where you at with it, that's good. But if you need something to work, like I'm talking about, that's dealing like dealing with your neurological system and all of that. This company I'm telling you about, Care Beyond, man, it is crazy. Um, we're known as the health practitioner's choice, and we're made from health practitioners. The packaging and everything is not recreational or does not look appealing for any recreational use. If you see it, you're gonna say that must be something from the doctor's office. That's the way it looks because they're not playing any games as it relates on the product and the quality.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got you. So it was definitely great to speak with you. So how can people get in touch with you and or the company in general?
So what you can do, you can give me a call at 205 502 6325. You can go to the website, which is www.carebeyond.com/TGC, which also have my information on it as well. And then I could put you in touch with the people that I'm involved with, which I work directly out of the president's office, um, owner. So, I thank God I'm in that position because I would like to make the right introductions, get you the right understanding to get this thing going the way it should. Um, Phenomenal company, and we're still in that growth stage too. So it's a lot of room for success, and looking for people that just wants better health for their families, because that's where it initially started. You remember I told you, if we go back, my mom was the reason that I really got involved. I know about adverse reactions to medication because that's how come the insurance companies were paying for the lab that I was working with to go out and try to get these private practice physicians to implement the pharmacogenomic testing because they knew that these medications are having adverse reactions to people. And man, you just don't think about it, but you don't know the number of people that's dying or barely living with all type of different pain due to adverse reactions to medication.
Mm-hmm. Oh, got you. So yeah, we're about Henry signing off here. It's great to speak with you again, and you're definitely more than welcome for any future interviews, whether it's like a new product line or just want to chat it up again and continue talking on.
Okay, awesome, man. Listen, it was a pleasure, man. I appreciate the platform, the stage, to get this information out, man, because everybody needs
Of
to at
course.
least hear it.
Yep. Awesome. So yep, signing off.